and the hobgoblin really like each other, and they can't dance.
Are they gonna kiss? Just kiss. This is
Well,
me.
we'll get to that.
I want some kissing.
So we're live. Excellent.
Live with the.
All right. Well, welcome to the Imaginarium. Welcome back to Inherited Earth. We once again have all 5 of our Mofreesboro monster marshals.
Mofreesboro.
Pretty big deal. I think this is a pretty big session. I hope everybody's had their caffeine. I hope everybody's hydrated and have had snacks. Metal Bard, I'm looking at you.
Ah. I have
worry
water
about
nearby.
your,
I'll be fine.
I worry about your caloric intake. I don't want you
Somebody
getting
has
faint
to.
on me. Yeah, see? And that's me.
I'm fine.
It's me. I'm very
fine.
avuncular, filial even, fatherly, nurturing, a real delight. Anyway, so last time we sat and had a nice little chat with Mr. Markesh, the road-worn, creepy hobgoblin, who gave our adventurer some information on the surrounding threats, some background on Tycho, our immolated hobgoblin friend, who he happened to share some history with. Happened to have shared some fisticuffs. We also tried to drag a little bit of information out of our mysterious interdimensional friend, Ms. Lagarde. That didn't happen so much, but there's always time. And we're all good friends here, so I'm sure we'll find out more as time goes on. After all that, all the mystery and mystique, there was a bit of a party as the citizens of Mofreesboro, and more so the frequenters of Drank Street, celebrated the absence of both Tycho and the scuzzy gatekeeper bikers that previously frequented Duke's. There was a nice little dance down, mostly thanks to our friend, Mr. McCann, hitting up that jukebox, wyating, as we call it. There was a perhaps burgeoning romance, something cute between Mr. Markesh and Keith, the handsome Orkman, maybe to the disappointment of some of our marshals. Maybe. Aww. And after a while, everybody went ahead and turned in and headed back to the chapter house, the HQ, the mansion. Because tomorrow, which is today, we are going to hit the road. Finally. So here we are, back at the mansion. It's about 9 o'clock at night. It's dark because it's late August. We'll just say it gets dark in late August in Tennessee. And let's see here. Mr. McCann is even more inebriated than he was. Judith, unbeknownst to you, you had a few drinks during the festivities. You had a good time. Nobody bothered you. Greta was there. She was shaking her booty, her little gnome booty, and handing out something that looked like Jell-O shots, but absolutely was not, because who has Jell-O in 2075 after the apocalypse? Actually, you know what? There are probably some fresh boxes of Jell-O floating around. So there you go. Jell-O shots. And I know everybody's worried, so I thought I'd let you know Ricky the barkeep definitely recouped those tips. But here we are, back at the chapter house. Vicky is probably still downtown, as well as Lou's new motorcycle.
True.
But you guys are home. What are you going to do before turning in and getting ready to head out in the morning?
Well, I know since Lily got warned to keep in touch with the people back home, you know, she is gonna send her boyfriend a message, especially since he had written that weird message about getting a new job that, you know, she wasn't worried about before, but now that, you know, that other thing happened, you know, maybe her intuition's pinging. So she's writing him an email like, "What job and what the heck and what you doing?" Basically,
Generally checking in, showing some concern,
yes,
keeping it together.
yes, maybe writing to her family that she never
Doing,
actually did before.
maintaining this general posture.
Yeah, with him, not with them.
Naturally.
You'll get
All
that.
right. Let's see here. Noah, what are we doing?
So when I first get home from the bar, I'm going to go into my refrigerator, find most of the food I have in there, combine it in a skillet, and see what turns out after it's cooked for a while. Then I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to regret all my decisions for the day, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Because that's what you do when you've been drinking the entire day.
And that was how Noah McKen became a tuner. And
Got the magical powers right out of the fridge.
All sounds very familiar. Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely something I think most of us have done at some point or other.
Although
I
wisdom
think I'm a wizard.
dictates.
I think you're delusional.
And wisdom does dictate doing that around 9 p.m. That's far earlier than I remember having ever done it. So
Yeah.
we're proud of Noah. Let's see here. And Judith, you had yourself a little stroll. Actually, do you think, first of all, since you're here now, that you consumed much alcohol during this minor celebration?
Judith consumed enough to get a buzz going, but not enough to be drunk. She's pretty good at like maintaining, so she would like maintain a general buzz, but probably not like be like pissy. Can I say pissy?
Alright.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're past a minute. Fuck it. We can do what we want now. All right. So, upon leaving, did you in fact head home with the group?
I'm trying to remember. Did I ever find out what happened with my friend, Ray Ray? No, the situation was I couldn't figure out what I had done, like why I was smelling like dreams and wishes. I probably like check on Vicky and make sure that like she's okay. But I don't really feel like I could drive, and we're probably gonna come through that way anyway to pick her up on the way out. So, yeah, I think I probably just walk home. Like I know that like normally it'd be like a time to go find something to do, but like we got this big thing tomorrow, and I guess I should be a responsible adult or whatever. So
You got that whole tattoo that says you are. So
yeah, right. The tattoo says it, so it must be true.
that's how I live. That's why I've got a giant incomplete dragon on my back. So you're going to go ahead and head
Oh,
home.
no.
And the fact is, you could probably, yep, that's right, secrets. You could probably get somebody, staff or another marshal, or maybe even Abdul, to go get Vicky and bring her to the mansion so that your ride is available in the
Is
morning.
Abdul there?
At the mansion?
No, at the party. The
Oh,
minor
absolutely not.
celebration. Oh, okay. Okay.
No, Abdul drinks scotch alone, staring out the window.
Listening to
Having-
Isaac Hayes. I got it.
Yeah, deep oaky thoughts. Rich,
I don't know. I don't know what that means, but
oaky
okay.
thoughts.
Deep.
Like a tree? He thinks like an ant? Okay. I don't like Tolkien that much, so. All right.
And here I thought
Anyway,
it
well,
was like from the barrel.
Oh.
I don't know. That's probably not what he meant, but that's what my brain went to.
Okay. No,
like,
I mean, because it's not too far, right? Like, how far is the walk?
oh, it's a walk.
Oh, then maybe she bumped a ride off someone. So on my way,
Yeah.
yeah, she didn't want that.
I mean, it's a couple miles. We'll say
Nah,
that.
Yeah, no, she definitely like bummed a ride with somebody. Like, hey, you heading back? Like, take me with you. Oh, I don't
Alright.
know. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
gently coerced someone into doing her bidding.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a charisma check for getting a ride.
Come on, man. Real life. Oh, okay, hold on. That is a big old 18.
All right, you get a ride.
I got that ride.
As a matter of fact,
Baby, you
matter
can
of
drive my
fact,
car.
They
Beatles.
paid
I think
you.
you get a ride. I think you get a ride for the whole group. Whoever wants to go.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Oh, always be skitching.
All right.
It's not a skitching ride. It's just you can sit in the car next to people.
You rolled an 18. I feel like they like me enough, like they like you enough to let
That's
me
fair.
do it.
Okay. They like me. They don't like you skitching, but they let you do it. Okay. All right, fair.
Yeah.
And Lou.
Yeah.
Were you drinking?
Yeah, a bit. He did. I mean, yeah, a bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're gonna do 2 checks then. I want a Constitution roll, a DC8 Constitution roll.
No problem. I rolled a 14, and that's it.
Okay. So you're not blasted. So I'm not gonna make you do a Dex roll to not break every last arm possible.
Yeah. I
'cause-
know Lou is mostly thinking about how to get back and get that motorcycle to hit the road with it tomorrow.
Right. Yes. Riding a motorcycle, a 2-wheeled vehicle, motorized vehicle for the first time in some number of years, we're going to say, whilst intoxicated.
Bad idea, Jeans.
Yeah. I'm proud. We're all proud. Let's give Lou a hand for not drinking and driving.
I am the
Excellent.
superior morality person. You know, that's
And yesterday even. So all right, you're home. Noah's had a giant plate of midnight excellence.
I cooked a giant plate. Chances are I ate maybe a quarter of it.
Okay. We'll come back to that during the break because that sounds all wrong. But all right, so let's see here. Lily gets in touch with home. Noah has himself a little nosh. And let's see here.
Wait, I forgot to say that when she gets home, Judith definitely charges her phone.
Word. Good call.
Can't be too careful.
Cool. Nasha, what are you doing?
Nasha was kind of under the impression that we were gonna strike out previously, so she's just gonna go home, plank into bed, and then get up ready to go the next day. Pretty much. I mean, preparations have already been made. At this point, it's just, waiting for forward momentum, essentially.
Okay.
Not impatiently, but
And no, that's fine. And so I want to be just completely sure that you're paying attention to your character sheet. Do you still have the damage from when you were shot earlier today?
I should. Oh, yeah, I do, and it's not on this one. Hang on. Yeah.
Yes, the bullet. Yes, the bullet.
It was on the wrong character sheet
That'll happen.
because I had to switch over to make the tuner function.
Right.
Yeah, now it's there.
Super good. Okay. Go ahead and how much damage was that? I can't remember. It was weeks
I'm
ago.
only missing 2 HP.
Okay. Get those on back.
Okay.
You've really kind of had 2 short rests and you're about to get a long one. So
Okay.
So you're all prepped up. What's Lou doing once he gets back?
He doesn't have a lot that he needs to get done. He's the kind of person who just falls into the spot that he sleeps most nights. He might be checking around the supplies in the mansion, trying to replace the 2 frag grenades he deposited. But he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any money to get those frag grenades, so he's just looking for some loose ones, like loose onions.
Okay, fair enough. That happens, I'm sure.
Does the
around
mansion
here.
just have loose grenades sitting around? Because if
There
so,
are
I'm
children.
moving.
You never know. There are a lot of armed individuals who come here and temporarily live here. Maybe they leave their grenades behind. Somebody forgets a random mortar shell. Who knows?
On the stairs.
yeah.
I check in with whoever's available to see if there's just some spares or other explosives if there aren't those.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you give me a search-ish roll? What do we have here? Do we have a search?
Some sort of investigation of some kind.
Yeah,
got
investigation.
Just straight up intelligence for this boy. 21.
Oh shit. You get word you don't find one necessarily. You don't find any random explosives, fragmentation devices, but you do get a hot tip that the garage would be a good place to check.
Yeah, definitely. I wander out to the garage and poke around, dig through boxes.
Okay. And that's out back. It's separated from the building, and it's a large building. It's
okay.
Yeah,
So
like a bay garage. And one of the bay doors is open, and you can see, on approaching, you can actually see from across the lawn, especially contrasted against, the waning light, that the flash of what appears to be arc welding happening.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that is a threat to me here at the mansion, so I am approaching a little intoxicated and casually.
All right. And as you approach, you hear the sweet sound of Dolly Parton singing Jolene off of a stereo. As you enter, you see a feminine figure, all dressed in all black, with exposed arms, covered in tattoos, and otherwise very pale, welding on the sister's bus.
I wait until she finishes an arc, and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Sir, did someone break the bus?"
And she, straightens up and pulls the welding mask back. And as she turns around, you see that she has a necklace with just ridiculous large bangles on it. She's kind of tall. How tall is Lou?
Lou is a height 5'8". He's not tall.
This lady's slightly taller than Lou.
What's up? Cool.
Hey, sweetheart.
Have I met this lady previously? Because I have been around a little bit.
No, and she
Okay.
does actually have a habit on, like a sleeker habit. Oh, hey, sweetie. What was that again?
Oh, hey, no, I was just like, wow, cool. I'm Lou. Hey, I was wondering, I was asking about if someone broke the bus, but really, I was just making sure you knew I was here. I don't really. It looks like you got this. Someone said there might be like a something that could blow up or something out here I might be able to take with me on the road? I'm going with the bus tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. You're one of our escorts.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That'd be cool.
And
That'd be cool.
she reaches out her hand and very delicate fingers, and after taking off the gauntlet glove, and shakes your hand. Pretty firm handshake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a respectable handshake. She's not trying to, break any phalanges there or anything like that. But yeah.
Cool.
This is a lady who probably, she probably works on cars. She probably works with her hands.
That's what's up.
Yeah. She occasionally works with a gun too, because she's got one on her hip. But that's not coming into play at all. And she just, oh yeah, sweetie, by the way, I'm Sister Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
And yeah, hello, nice to meet you. Chester here didn't introduce me to any of y'all.
Oh,
So
Chester,
and
hey,
Chester,
man.
yeah, he scoots out from underneath the engine compartment of the bus, cigar in mouth. Oh hey. And
Yeah.
Hannah reaches down with the stem of the arc rod and lights his cigar for him. Yeah, you might want to go ahead and check in that toolbox over there. It's probably something that it blows up. I mean, aerosol, you know.
Cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's cool.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, I go take a look. I dig through it.
Okay, give me another investigation.
Yeah, investigating. Another 21. Hey.
Good. You find a no shit landmine in there.
Okay. Whoa. Yes. Is it cool if I take this? Say, I guess to Chester, since she's occupied.
Yeah, and he's like, "What? Yeah, the bouncing betties are fine. Leave the regular, leave the anti-tank."
Cool. Oh, yeah, cool. That's dope. All right. Yeah. All right. And I just so I have a singular landmine. Awesome. I slide that in my bag. And I'm like,
and that is, as I said, a bouncing betty. So are you familiar with how those function?
Nah.
Okay. So
I mean, Lou would be though.
Right. So Lou is familiar. You are not. They're terrible, horrible, cruel weapons. They're awesome for tactical games, but not for real life. What they do is you step on it, or the enemy steps on it, and instead of blowing up right then, once they step off of it and the pressure on the trigger mechanism is released, it boom, jumps up to about average waist height and throws a bunch of awful shit.
Ah, yes, I am familiar with that.
Yeah. So now you know.
Yeah. Awesome. Lou is stoked.
I'm sure both you, the real life human being, and Lou can find a use for that. Okay. So I think, Judith, did we ask what you did when you got back to the mansion?
I went to bed, but I charged my phone first.
Right. So I think we've got everybody covered for the evening, for the end of the night. And yeah, are you going to go ahead and head to bed from there or anything else?
Yeah, I think,
Mr.
I mean,
Beekman?
oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm going straight to bed. Yeah. And for Lou, his bed is yeah, there's a spare room and he's in it. He's there.
Word. Yeah. There are plenty of rooms. There's probably a room with some of your stuff in it because, you might stay around town in different spots, but, you're a marshal. This is a place for marshals. They probably one of those little weird nooks under the stairs. Kind of a
Definitely. Yeah.
that British kid, but with cooler tattoos and
more bruises.
much more awesome creator. All right. Well, good night. Good night. Good night, Marshals. Good night, Hobgoblins. Good night, Handsome Orcs. Good night, Hudson Hornets.
Is it like that old show? What was the one where they say goodnight to each other? Good
Uh,
night, Jim Bob. I don't know what it's called. It's
That
like
would
a
be the
West-
Waltons.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
Little House on the Prairie.
No.
oh,
Well,
there's
I-
that one too.
They do
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched those. I just know that
There's not as many,
pop
though.
culture.
Okay.
It's also
And
good to have room
so-
in the book.
We'll do the Final Fantasy music. You've saved your game in 2 save slots on your PlayStation 2 memory card, and
And then your brother's girlfriend deletes them all because she's playing Broken Sword, and then you want to kill her.
I don't.
So, tell me about your childhood.
The girls
All
didn't know
right.
shit.
And so you awake to the thunderous crowing of what's probably a rooster somewhere on the grounds. We can assume it's a rooster.
It wasn't the cockatrices. We didn't take them.
You don't know. You don't know now, do you?
Oh damn.
Y'all refuse to put him down.
We're not.
The
monsters.
sister said.
Everyone else refused.
The
I
sister
wanted a
said
new
they were
arrow.
taking it to a
It-
zoo. Back.
Lou wasn't in charge.
Evidently,
But-
neither was I, because everybody else just like, oh, don't let the sociopath make decisions, man.
Generally, that's a good rule of thumb, though.
Yeah. Woof. Although in tabletop gaming, and yeah, now you're awake. What are we doing? You can get granular with this if you want. You don't have to.
Lou is he's gonna grab an apple from the breakfast room wherever food is and eat it as he skates down to the bike to pick it up.
Okay, so you're headed down to the bike. All right.
Yeah.
Next. Noah.
So yeah, I'm probably not in a great condition when I wake up. I'm going to go find that whatever food abomination I made last night. Try and eat some of it in the morning. Realize it actually tastes terrible. I thought last night it was delicious, but apparently I was wrong. This is not good. This combination of ingredients and spices is bad. I made a huge mistake. What was I thinking? And then I'm going to make sure and collect every possible thing I could need on an adventure, especially my guns. Or guns.
I mean, you came home with the one, but yeah.
Yeah, I probably lost that if we're totally honest.
Okay.
I mean, there's a real good chance that's at the bar somewhere, and whoever was cleaning up was like, "Okay, someone left their gun here. Cool." Real good chance.
Ricky is stoked.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to meet up with the group at the preordained location, which I totally remember.
At the what location?
The preordained meeting location, which we all decided on, and I absolutely remember.
Oh, there was none.
So like,
Okay.
what?
I wasn't sure if we did or not, and I forgot, or if we did agree on one. Okay, cool.
I mean, I figured it was just the mansion. Like,
it's, by the way, since you all had drinks, or almost all of you had drinks last night, you are going to, as per being not 19 or 21, because that's legal and adults, and that's when you start drinking. Per being that, not that, you all woke up early. It's the sun is it's freshly up, and of course there was the sound of a loud rooster. So yeah, you're not feeling great. Give me a Constitution roll, Noah.
That would be a 15.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you feel like crap.
Yes.
You feel like run over trash. You drank all day yesterday. You had some coffee whilst dancing and sweating.
Then I drank more while dancing. and
Yes.
sweating. Yeah.
Yes. And then you had drunchy food. And while it was great at the time, not doing you any favors right this moment. But you don't need to make a medicine check. All right. Let's see here. Let's head on to Lily. What are we doing upon waking up?
Well, I'm guessing she would have probably gone home to her apartment, right?
Yeah, that seems
So,
reasonable.
after after writing her boyfriend, she would have probably written a message to her older sister Ivy, and
Okay.
something perfunctory to like her parents, like, oh, I'm still alive, hope everything's fine, bullshit. And then she would have tinkered on like her synthwave, because when we leveled up, she got the economical plating, which is armor potential, blah blah blah. So she would have tinkered on that one, and she also increased the caliber on her light machine gun to get more stuff. So she would have tinkered with that, and since she didn't drink, that would have been completely fine. And in the morning, she's going to use up the last of her eggs and bacon and make some breakfast, and then head to the mansion.
All right. And of course, there's a convenient yellow bike down front of the building that you can pedal on down there at speed if you like.
It's my bike, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll say it's your bike.
I had a bike, so.
Okay. There we go. Wait, in your character profile, am I a terrible GM? Well, I am, but
Well, when you asked me how to get around, we said I couldn't afford a car and I couldn't afford a motorcycle, so you told me I have a bike.
okay.
Plus, I
Well, yeah, it
haven't
was
used the updated version yet, so yes.
it's a yellow bike. It's like a public bike. I don't know, like, is this like an Oregon only thing, or do they have that in other cities?
There are different names and brands every city.
Yeah, ours
Okay.
are blue.
The place
Are you talking
here
about like how City
has no
Bike is here?
has no sidewalks. So no, there's not a lot of crazy people out on the roads doing that like back home in Germany. But yes, they do have
Okay.
that in Germany and in the Netherlands, where you can just, app, unlock, go.
Mhm. Yeah.
I have my own bike, remember?
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
one of the ones with the funny baskets on, the Schwen or whatever they're called.
All right. A Schwinn or a Huffy. All right.
Yep.
That's
Totally not a
the
mountain
last
bike.
free. That's the last free piece of gear. All right. So you head on down to the mansion.
Yep.
Okay. Nasha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just walked to the mansion. Nasha walks everywhere.
Okay.
I say 2 hours after walking diagonally across Manhattan.
Okay. Yeah. That's wretched. But
6 miles.
all right.
not bad.
That's far enough for me. And when you get there, the bus is parked on the lawn again. This time without a team of oxen, and it has a running engine and a very loud engine. It also has different wheels than it had.
Are they hoof shaped? Did they just shove the oxen into the?
Just into a hoof-shaped mold, and
It's-
now we're rolling on them.
Now the front of the bus is just a Flintstones car but with the.
Nope. It's their big, heavy off-road wheels, like you'd expect to see on a Jeep or a Humvee.
They Mad Maxed it.
A little bit, yeah. It's still
Okay.
shiny and it still has shiny, weird stuff on it. Yeah, there's no extra armor plating or anything.
It's still a bus.
Right. It does have extended fenders now to accommodate the wheels, but yeah. That would have been what Lou saw being welded on last night before turning in.
Makes sense.
And yeah, so and right around that time, I imagine Lily catches up with you. Judith, you are
I'm
Go ahead.
up, and I probably bummed a ride or found a bike or found a way back to Vicky and brought her back. I don't know if you talk about like gas station situations, because if it's before a long trip, you want to fuel up, right? So I don't know if there's like a gas station. I don't know what that even looks like. Do I just like go get some gasoline from the War Boys, or like? Sorry, guys.
Once you're on the road, you might find yourself having to do that. No, there is definitely a fuel tank at the mansion.
Okay, so I bum another ride to go get Vicky. I come back and I fuel her up, saying hi to the people in the garage because like I definitely know them, and then I find some breakfast. Definitely not some trash that I made the night before while drunk, and no shade. And I see what's cooking, and like maybe I like ask someone, and oh hey, I see you have an extra waffle. Can I have one? Or whatever the situation is, and just like grab something, and then just kind of make sure Vicky's ready to go. I think I pretty much have like a go bag in the back in her trunk at all times, so like I'm generally pretty ready to go, and so I grab any of the stuff that's around the mansion, which probably isn't much, and so I'm pretty mobile.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Lou. Let's go ahead and get you on that bike. And
Yeah.
I want you to make a dex test. Okay, actually, we haven't discussed this yet.
No, we haven't. What is it?
You do not necessarily have a vehicle proficiency.
True, I don't. But I am proficient in engineering, so I understand how vehicles function.
Yes.
I can build a car. I definitely can't drive one.
Yeah. You at this time have the option. I meant to bring this up before. Anybody who's watching, I meant to bring this up before and didn't. This is DM mistake time.
Nah.
But we're going to rectify it. You have the option of sacrificing something you got from your last level up for a vehicle proficiency, or, well, you're just not going to be proficient in the vehicle.
Oh,
Which means that your skill with that vehicle will not increase as time goes on.
right. Boy, that's tough. Because, yeah. I think, you know what, I'm just not that good of I'm a pretty good driver. I'm an excellent driver. But I think, I don't think I'm necessarily quite proficient.
Okay. And we can come back to that as time goes on.
Sure.
All right. And I assume once you get that thing turned on, you go ahead and give me I'm going to say, well, there's no drive. So just give me basically a flat dex test.
That's all I'm depending on. I like this die. That's a 15.
Okay. So you wrestle with it a little bit because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Since you've been on a bike, on a motorcycle of any sort. And this is a pretty heavy beast. It's got a wide back tire and actually a fairly wide front tire, which not necessarily what you want for the road or really for, dexterous movement, but it is what it is. The kind of thing that a guy like Tycho would put on his bike. But it's still a motorcycle. You get it running and you get moving. And it takes a few goes, but eventually you get going. Maybe a little bit more cautiously than you would on your skateboard, but you get home, you get to the mansion safe.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I believe we're all at the mansion now.
We are indeed.
And when you, Lou, of course, when you get to the mansion, you see the bus on the lawn, just as Lily and Nasha did.
Yeah, I just
And
pulled
there are
it right
kids-
in front of it.
Okay. And there are kids playing around and stuff like that. Yeah, well, making kid noises, doing kid things. Chester is not hanging out. He's actually sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle, which is hilarious because Chester's like 3 feet tall. And you can still see him through the driver's side window. You can see him, from the front of the vehicle even. So he's obviously sitting on 4 or 5 ancient phone books or, some sort of custom driver's seat in there. And he's reading. This time he's reading old comics. Is everybody there?
We are present, but we lost Judith, I believe.
Yeah.
I am here. Yeah, that's what it looks like, though.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm having technical difficulties on my end as I did last week. So this might be a good time to take our break and see what we can do.
Okay.
videos.
Ooh, puppy videos.
I'll post more later.
And we are back. We just got puppy videos in our Discord. So
Very
That break.
very joyful.
that break was worth it for me. The technical difficulties, well worth it. All right. So, in case you're just tuning in, our marshals have marshaled themselves back at the mansion and are getting ready to hit the road. I think everybody's geared up. Everybody's got their wheels. Everybody's geared up. 3 out of the 5 of you have seen the large people conveyance on the lawn. 1 of you is hanging out near it. Chester is even in the driver's seat, ready to rock and roll. I see that smug look. And I understand the mistake of naming that Goblin Chester, but it's too late. I'm not just going to change the man's name. That would be disrespectful. Never change the goblin's name for him. They got tiny knives. Always. Doesn't matter how naked that goblin is, it has a knife.
That's true. I understand that about goblins.
Hey, what have
Where
you
does
got
he
there?
keep it if he's naked?
No,
Exactly.
we might have a mature warning on the stream, but now we need a dad joke warning.
Mature dads. Wait.
Wait.
Stop looking at my search history.
There it is.
Hey, no judgment.
All right, so let's see here.
I'm
The
not
last
sure.
2 left in the mansion, I believe, are Judith, who was snagging some breakfast, and Mr. McCann. But you can probably hear the ruckus of small children out on the lawn, which I'm sure is not doing your head a whole lot of good with that hangover. Them's the breaks.
Is Noah just like sitting? Is he just like in the kitchen? Like, is he like eating or what's he doing?
Yeah, I would have just been eating and then
Okay.
basically, yeah, just trying to probably have a look and see for other people that were showing up,
Okay.
knowing when we're probably supposed to go, and then kind of keeping an eye on that. And then once it got time to go, I would go.
Judith comes over and like slaps him on the back in the kitchen, like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? What is that you have on your plate?" Just-
It's bad.
it looks bad and it smells bad.
Yeah, I thought
I
it
don't
was
mean
really
to-
good last night. I was wrong.
Mm.
I'm not 100% sure. All this, I know there's some eggs and some lunch meat and some cheese, but there's other things that I don't know exactly what they are. Maybe some vegetables of some kind. It all went into a pan and got kind of mixed together, and it's not very good.
Here, like, and she like grabs an apple off someone else's plate. Here, like, just this is better for you.
Oh,
Need
thank
fiber
you.
and not whatever this is. Can I just throw this? Can I throw this away?
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah.
a good move. Yeah.
And Judith like picks it up with like 2 fingers like this and like puts it in the trash and puts the plate in the sink for someone else
Doesn't
to
even
wash.
pick up the plate with 2 fingers. Picks up the thing with
No,
2
no, no,
fingers
no,
and
I
it
pick up the plate like
congeals
this.
together.
No, the plate is like this. No, I'm holding the plate like this and I like dump the food into the garbage like this. And then I put the plate in the sink for someone else to wash. And I say, come on, let's
Gloves
go.
and tongs like it's radioactive waste.
Not even going to rinse that plate? Not even going to
Nope.
run the water?
There's plenty of people here. It's fine.
And we're gonna be gone for like at least a few weeks.
Yeah, they're not
so-
gonna know it was me. Or actually, it was Noah. It was Noah who did it.
Damn.
And they'll
I don't
forget
know.
by the time we get back. Yeah,
He
it's
was
not
drunk. It's fine.
You're bouncing on down to chaotic neutral there, leaving a dish behind the sink
Oh
for
my
somebody else.
god, we are in a hurry. Okay, fine. Judith takes a sponge. She puts on the gloves. She takes the sponge. She scrubs it till it's clean. She dries it herself. Puts it in the rack. No, dries it. Puts it back up. Okay, there. Chaotic good. Done.
All right.
See, kids, do you see how useful peer pressure can be?
Chaotic good.
I just didn't want to hear it.
And here come
okay?
the gloves. Pop, pop. How'd it go?
Chaotic good. People don't use gloves when they wash dishes. Is that... Oh, okay, I'll remember that next time. Next time I wash dishes in character, Mr. DM, sir.
There's nothing wrong with wearing gloves when you wash dishes. Like, that's a thing. I just don't. I should.
Can you
But
actually
anyway.
find some that fit?
Yeah, that's a problem too.
I got
I-
tiny fat hands, but you got
I
big hands.
definitely can't.
And
I have tiny hands too. It's hard.
but see, I don't have those dishpan hands. Like I moisturize.
Thank
that,
you.
It's that cocoa butter.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah. Oh, you
I
know.
know.
We
I
know.
I know. We know.
All right.
The whole thing.
So
Happy
at this
Juneteenth, everyone.
point, somebody else who would probably know about the importance of cocoa butter, Mr. Abdul, pokes his head into the room, ducks on in. Y'all planning on hitting the road anytime? We got a whole job for you and everything.
Oh yeah, no, we're coming. I just had to wash a dish for some reason.
Yeah,
Something
I got my
compelled me to
duffel
wash a
bag here
dish.
with all my stuff. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're going.
Well, cleanliness is next to godliness. We do appreciate it.
That's what I've been told by my DM. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they're all gonna be waiting for you out front. Sister should be down in them.
Okay, all right. And I grab Noah and give him the gentle bums rush out the door. We go together.
I'm moving fairly decently on my own.
Oh,
but, yeah.
okay. I wasn't sure because the food that you made had
Just
me
a
in
little
doubt.
slow.
Okay. I'm sorry. And she looked. Okay, leave it alone. If you need help, I'm here for you.
All right, so everybody's outside, and does anybody want to hang out with the kids, interact with them, or anything like that?
Sorry, are the kids coming with us?
Absolutely
That question
not.
was not
God,
for you.
no.
No.
The
I'm
kids are
sitting
coming
in the
with
back
us.
and I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I would hang out with the only people on the bus I actually like.
Which
So
is not us.
yeah,
Is
which
Vicky
would be
going?
children.
If
I-
Vicky's going, I'm calling shotgun. Sorry, light machine
Well,
gun.
So here's the but some of us because I'm gonna drive my car, so okay, so we don't have to sit with the kids if we don't want to.
Yeah, there's room for 5, including the driver, in that vehicle,
Okay,
and one of y'all has a sweet new set of wheels anyway.
well that's right. Lou, are you gonna drive yourself or what's the deal? Or are you gonna sketch?
No, I mean, this is like a pretty wide bike. I got most everything in here. I got smoke bomb, smoke screen, frag grenade. Yeah, I think I got it all in here, so that's pretty good. That'll do. I don't know. Might be able to sell the bike sometime. That might be
Yep.
pretty good.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay.
And it might cause us some trouble since I clearly scratched off the gatekeeper logo, which sounds fun.
Incredible.
Oh.
If we're
Alright.
if we haven't before we leave, I would want to check with one of the sisters and preferably one of the scarier looking ones, just to see if they have any input on whether it would be better, strategically speaking, for me to be in the external car or in the bus with the kids. Because personal preference would be to be in the bus, but also Nasha is there to do a job.
And that's basically the sentiment you receive. And this is from the from Sister Hannah, who you are just now meeting, who is strapped with weaponry. Homegirl looks like a walking arsenal,
Excellent.
but is like, while Maisie has a fun, like, jovial kind of way about her, but a little bit extra tough, and Sister Celine has a little bit of a murder Karen going on, and then you have the Sister Superior, who you have not seen today. You, Nasha, still have not seen this human being.
Yeah.
The only person who has is Lou. Sister Hannah is like the nicest, most genuine waitress you've ever met. Like what I mean by this is, how when you meet, you go to a restaurant for the first time and your waitress is extra sweet but also like it's not all the act, it's not all the service industry act. But
Yeah.
because we live in the real world, you're a little cynical and you think it might still be, but then you meet that person somewhere else out in the real world and they're still that cool. That's Sister Hannah.
Great.
Yeah. Whilst bulked with guns. And yeah, she basically indicates that, yeah, you do in fact need to be riding in your vehicle. This vehicle is for the children and the sisters. And the whole point of having an escort is that the escort can act
Yeah.
separately.
I figured, but didn't want to assume.
Right. Plus, they would like to keep the active violence, if there is going to be any, separate from the children. One of those things.
If there's room enough on my bike for 2, that would also be a possible ride. Because then somebody could shoot while I'm desperately trying to ride a bicycle. Motorcycle.
Yeah, I would do that. If that's because I don't think I'd have room in a car interior to draw, but on a bike, it's horseback. I can do that.
Yeah, I feel like Nasha and I are taking point in front of the bus on the motorbike.
Okay.
I put so many limitations on myself by getting a bow instead of a sniper rifle.
Oh no, it's so good. It's so important.
Like physically. Oh, I agree. I just
We've all seen Avengers. Hawkeye does things.
Does awesome things.
He's
No.
there for sure. He's there.
No, Judith, you better put some respect on my boy Clint's name.
I will definitely not do that. No offense.
No. Man, I see
That's while he's played by that dude.
Thank you.
I see some -2s in the future.
Nice character, terrible actor. How about that?
And he's kind of a jerk too. In
That's
real
what I'm
life.
talking about. He's
Thank
a
you.
jerk. So
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm giving you a lot of lip today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call
No,
back.
that's
I'm gonna call
fine.
back.
It's fine.
gonna call back.
I'm worried about like I don't think Jeremy Renner is gonna rain arrows on my stream or YouTube channel
I don't
anytime
think
soon.
you could shoot an arrow. That's all digital.
Fair enough.
but Mayor can, so we're good then.
There you go. So can I. So we got all that. Yes, in real life I can shoot arrows. Anyway, from my eyes, no.
My Eagle Scout too.
So we are going to go ahead, and the kids are loading on the bus. And Sister Celine with her big yellow bouffant or big blonde bouffant is, shepherding the children onto the bus. You notice that she definitely has a weapon concealed in her blue sequined nun's robe. They hop on. I assume you're all going to load onto your vehicles and do the thing.
Shotgun.
This is the
I
point.
sleeping in the back.
This is the point where if DMCA weren't a thing, we would go ahead and edit in the Full Throttle theme song. But it is, so we can't. But just go ahead and imagine. And whoa, that thundering motorcycle engine and the robust sound of classic Detroit steel engine from Vicky, and then the bus sounds just briefly kind of like the end of the world. Whatever engine they dropped in there over the last 2 days was probably more intense than a school bus had back in the before times.
Uranium powered combustion.
I mean,
Yeah.
who has kids on board? Maybe it's more like life is a highway from cars. Life is
Oh,
a
God.
When we used to go on road trips, we would listen to James Brown. So let's just listen to James Brown and be quiet.
But you can't start up with Man's World.
No,
You can't.
that's like late at night. No,
Yeah,
it's like
that's-
get on up or something.
Yeah. there we go.
I mean, it's Judith's car. Judith calls the music, right?
Yeah, you're in
It's real,
charge.
it's real loud.
Oh, driver
It's real
picks the
loud, and the
music.
levels are set just the way I like them. Don't mess with the levels.
Oh, dang it. I'm shotgun. I gotta shut my pie hole. Dang
Yeah,
it.
don't you touch it. If anyone touches the radio, Judith slaps your hand away. Not
There
like
are
hard, but enough to like.
There are so many weapons in the car that all right. And you head on out. You do at first need to follow the sisters on out of Murfreesboro. And yeah, after you don't go down Drank Street. That is not on the route. You don't really even go near Lily's apartment building. You do come within sight of the medical center, but not nearby. Basically, none of y'all have traveled this route really since you got here. Months ago, weeks ago, And now you're at the northern border of the town, the northern outskirts, where, the last strip mall and convenience store would be. In fact, there's a defunct 7-Eleven. The canopy from the attached gas station tipped over and half buried in the ground. And the sisters pull over to the side of the road and stop. Do you pull up next to the bus, next to the driver's side?
Yeah. But Lily's gonna have to talk to him because it's too far to lean over.
Word. Well, and that's perfect because Lily was there for the conversation with Markesh last night. And that's fairly pertinent because Chester leans out the window and asks which route you'd prefer to take.
So, are we gonna take the nature, or we might meet some stinky or non-stinky elves, or are we gonna go straight and meet the gatekeepers?
I mean, Judith probably prefers straight. Doesn't have a great sense of direction, but I mean, elves have already done enough, haven't they? So, well, but then if I talk to him, maybe, nah, better not chance it.
No. Well, because the longer route will be safer, because the straight route will be meeting the gatekeepers pretty much for sure. Because
Oh my god, but the children. There's children.
did you see his face over there? The quiet. I'm not moving, and I'm trying not to give away my poker face. So. Mhm.
There is of course the northeastern route as well.
What are the choices? This is what happens when you miss a session.
Northwest will take you near Cahokia and St. Louis, which is actually called Emancipation. Straight north will take you straight north through Gatekeeper territory, and northeast will take you maybe through the territory of a large winged and or possibly scaled individual.
No dragons. They're scary.
They're way
so
too smart.
Gatekeepers have tried to kill us before. Elves maybe kidnapped you, Judith. Some kind of fey thing did. We don't exactly know what happened there.
Nope.
And dragons are fucking terrifying. So
Yeah, let's not do dragon. My vote is not dragon.
yeah, I say not dragon. Personally, I'll go elves because most of them are kind of cute and they haven't tried to kill me yet.
Cool.
Well,
Thanks.
They might also.
Well,
they
the
didn't-
gatekeepers tried to kill you as well.
the elves didn't hurt Judith.
Ineffectually. I mean,
I mean, thank
Also-
God Lou was there to blow them into little bits, little gate bits.
You
it's
think
like,
the gatekeepers are not going to blow up the kids if they can?
They will.
I think
will.
they'll
Not badly.
try.
They might like that. I don't know, man. They're not cool dudes.
They're not, but neither are elves. Elves are like literally cool, not cool, nor dudes.
Also true.
Dudes.
Dudes.
Kinda.
I
No,
mean,
not
some of
kind
them.
of. No,
Sometimes.
they're like evil little monsters.
It's also important to remember that one way or the other, the gatekeepers are up to shenanigans.
Are the sisters going to get a vote?
Yeah, what do they want to do?
Oh, they don't care.
But they have
I
children.
feel like we really should have had this conversation before we got to the crossroads.
I mean, Lou is down to crush some more gatekeeper heads, but also, I mean, elves, they got some of those good fairy ring mushrooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Sadly. I mean, fine, elves, whatever.
Elves.
Our council or whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Also, if we do meet some, we can figure out what they did to you.
I know. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe it's better
My
not know
favorite
it.
interrogation tactic: shoot
we might-
first and ask questions through a medium.
No,
I-
they're not gonna.
And we can still blow up some gatekeepers if they get in the way.
They're gonna be in the way. They're 100% gonna get in the way. They're line steppers, habitual line steppers.
So
So-
everything but the dragon is if we go through close to the elven territory.
Let's
To- What was it? Not
Cahokia?
Emporium.
go.
uh,
Yeah. Oh,
no.
emancipation.
Emancipation. There you go.
Let's go to Neverland. What the hell? Hate Peter Pan.
But then
Well,
the
and
kids
at this
won't grow
time, Maisie, Sister Maisie, kind of face grabs Chester out of the window for a second, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, oh, sweetie, you okay? You okay? All right." And then the afro through the window, and she leans out. One way or the other, we're gonna have to go by Nashville, and that's probably gonna be violent central. So there's that. But once we get headed north, we have the option to take a jog east again to get through the central route if you get skittish about elves, or we can go all the way north to Cahokia and then travel on up. But we can take that crossroad when we get there.
Okay, we'll see you at the crossroads then.
All right, well, we'll
Stop.
Yeah.
It's like every time you see crossroads, it's like a crossroad demon in my brain. Because
Oh,
I
I was
already
thinking Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
it's
Robert
like I already
Johnson.
voted Dean with the driver
No,
picks the
for-
music.
And I got a whole ass D10 for you here too.
It's Bone Thugs.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
I love that
Supernatural.
song. Oh, I don't know that.
And it's
song.
Incredible.
I love that song though. Kansas.
All
True
right,
American music.
I want to make a Keith and Marquette Destiel joke now that we've started talking about Kansas, but here we are. All right. Are we hitting the road? Excellent. Okay. Are we re-choosing the tracks? Anything like that?
No, I'm still. I mean, I have the box set, so
Okay, you got the whole box set. You've got a multi-disc changer in that car. You went full
Oh, yeah.
aftermarket.
yep.
Nice. Antique aftermarket,
I
but not
do-
as
yeah, right.
yeah. Nice.
I don't play about my music.
Aftermarket.
So many markets.
All right. So pew. So you're going now. And let's see here.
Since Lily is riding shotgun, she got the machine gun ready.
Oh,
no
you just
doubt.
have it. You just
Ready. She's shotgun, right?
yeah.
Literally shotgun, I guess.
All right. And so yeah, you cross you're kind of the way it works here is you can already basically see part of the ruined Nashville skyline in the distance from where you're at right now, from this destroyed 7-Eleven. So you're making pretty good time up there. You kind of drive through flattened suburbs that are being reclaimed by trees. Again, it's very humid, and again, you can smell rain on the air. There are now storm clouds at your back, dark storm clouds at your back, a few miles southeast of Murfreesboro as you're going. Little bit of light rainfall out of the overcast sky by now. And, you know, there are trees and kudzu, because I feel like that would just be ubiquitous at this point. You know, reclaiming these houses, these flattened suburban homes and strip malls. And then eventually even that thins out, the buildings that is. And now it's green. Not quite forest to either side of the road, but it's a beautiful green space. As much as global warming did its work before the catastrophe and continued to do so after for a while, this is not a burnt yellow wasteland. This is a green, verdant wasteland. And you can see, you know, normal ass animals, deer and that sort of thing, doing deer stuff, doing animal stuff off in the fields. You also see deer doing other deer stuff, like being preyed upon, in most cases by cockatrice. But that's not your concern. Unless it is. Unless somebody wants to take a pot shot. No? Okay. And after a while, that goes on for 15, 20-ish minutes before you reach the outskirts of Nashville, which could almost be described as like a henge of buildings. The taller buildings are blasted. The cataclysm, the cross rip, did here what it did to every major city in the world, presumably. People of your generation don't really know a lot about other places in the world anymore, besides what they may have picked up out of a textbook, if they got their hands on a textbook. Y'all were probably taught by people whose parents lived most of their lives in the before times. So you know that there is a China. You know that there is or was an England. You know, that sort of thing. And what may as well be ancient history, but you don't really know that much about them. What you do know, though, is that, and it kind of hits home again, even though you all have been grown and living in the wreckage of human history, looking at this city again, so different from Murfreesboro, which was kept up and maintained to a certain degree. Sure, there were blocks upon blocks of steamrolled housing, or maybe even formerly commercial buildings. Here, it's destruction. Some of you remember reading or being taught about a war that happened a long time ago, where people from where you're from dropped terrible bombs on people in some distant place. And those places were hollowed out, were flattened. And that's what much of Nashville looks like. And as you ride up on it and start to pass it, you see figures moving in those ruins. And that head shake is correct. Because if those figures are people, they're all wrong. But there's a very strong possibility that they're not people at all. But that's not your problem. You're going 80. You got your James Brown. And you pass a junction, an on-ramp. And it's time for Lily and Judith to give me a perception check. Either one.
I got these really cool new Kickstarted dice that took forever to get here, but I left them upstairs, so I have to use my crappy old dice. Perception.
Well, now I have to use my Kickstarter kitty dice.
I think is perception. No, perception.
Perception is whiz.
Oh, I don't have any whiz. I lost it all. So 11.
16.
Ooh, nice. I
Mm.
lost my whiz.
Well, it's a +5, so it wasn't all that great, but
No, well, oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, damn. And what was your marching order, by the way? Bike, bus, car, or
Yeah.
car, bus, bike?
When we started, it was certainly bike, bus, or yeah, bike, bus, car, I believe.
Yeah, I think we maintain that.
Okay. So,
yeah, because
that's-
my perception is super high, so I would want to be at the front.
Hmm.
and well, Lily, you notice in the rearview mirror after you pass that on ramp, several motorcycles pulling on to the freeway behind you.
Juju Bean. There is bikes behind us. Hit the
I look in
horn.
How many are there? I'm trying to look in the review. Is it? I don't know what time of day it is. Is it easy to see? I guess not, because my perception missed it. So.
Well, on your rearview mirror, like the driver's side mirror wouldn't necessarily catch somebody pulling on from the right-hand side anyway.
I have a blind spot. Yes.
There you go. See?
Driving jokes.
There are 7 motorcycles
Oh my god.
and 1 black pickup truck trailing them.
I Juju hit the horn so they know they're coming, please, before somebody gets shot.
Do they look friendly? Like friendly motorcycle gang?
With a black pickup truck.
What's wrong with being black?
What? Devil.
I'm
All right, show's over.
That's exactly what Lily was saying.
That
Let me
was
rephrase.
art.
Let me rephrase. Maybe just because a car is black does not mean that the person driving it is evil. Okay,
If it comes with 7 motorbikes,
they could be it could be like a fun ride. Like
Yeah,
they're bringing toys for tots or something.
while they're discussing that, is like Lily is gonna turn around and she's gonna try and sit, like hop out the window, and she's gonna say, "Hit the horn, please."
Me?
And yes, you. So they
Okay.
know they're coming, and she's gonna start aiming out the window like.
And yeah, as you lean out the window and get a much better look, you can see that on the front of that truck is a big spray painted white plate steel gatekeeper symbol.
Okay, fine.
They're
For
gatekeepers.
once- For once, a black car means a bad guy. God, okay. I got
Usually
it.
means
Got
the feds. Those aren't good guys. Anyway,
It reminds me of Twister. Like all the cars were black. The bad guys carry L's.
all
The
right.
bad
And yeah, you peek out. Yeah, once Lily's leaned out that window, these bikes start accelerating. You can hear the roar of those engines even from behind you. Go ahead and snap.
Yeah, she's probably gonna kick the seat and yell, "Noah, wake the hell up! The gatekeepers are here."
I'm assuming the horn probably did a pretty decent job of waking up.
Go ahead and at least everybody in the car roll for initiative.
I got a nat 20.
Pew, pew, pew. Doesn't do anything, but
I know, I'm just saying. Can I just have this?
yes,
Thank
please
you.
have it. Enjoy.
I will enjoy that.
Right, I got a 13.
10.
Okay, everybody, keep that in mind for me.
Somebody remember. No, you know what? 13. Huh, no, I can't forget. By the way, since I leveled up and now I got the weapons platform thing,
Mm-hmm.
which says if I don't move on my turn, I can plant my feet to stabilize your position.
Mm-hmm.
I gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls with auto heavy weapons.
Sick.
But does that count if the car is moving?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Very good, because I am totally doing that then. It's now my turn. It's Juju Bean's turn with a 20.
Okay, so yeah, let's see here. We're gonna do. Okay, so we got a 20.
I'm muted.
Who's next?
13.
And then 10.
Can the Hornhark have granted us an initiative roll as well? Or
Yeah.
a perception check for that initiative possibility?
Sure, yeah.
Wait,
No, go ahead and
which-
roll. Go ahead and roll initiative.
All right, then I got 22.
Shit, son.
I think I got. Oh yeah. I got a 21.
Damn.
Drop it in chat.
Yeah, chat.
Okay, well, that has Lou, and that's actually perfect since both you guys are on the same vehicle. That's going to have Lou going first there. I'm sure you heard the horn, and you can look in the rearview mirror. I feel like,
Dust.
yeah, and since you're on a freeway, like a 4-lane blacktop, you don't necessarily need to be directly in front of the bus. So yeah, you can see what's up back there.
All right. Does there happen to be a curve coming in this highway on this road? I know we're in Tennessee and there's not many turns in Tennessee, but is there a curve coming in the road?
Well, you're on a freeway, like an elevated freeway. We're gonna pretend those exist in Nashville. I don't know. Please don't correct me. You know, it's elevated, and yeah, you get a nice matrix highway curve up ahead. Sure.
All right. I slow down and let the bus go past me and get to be in line with the car. If I can
Mhm.
use that as do that amount of difference as my speed this round for my movement.
Yeah.
And I reach into my bag that I have a saddle bag there, and I pull out a smoke screen, and with
okay.
one hand on the steering, I
Mhm.
pull the pin with my teeth, and I just drop it so it bounces behind us and try to obscure their view of that corner as we move.
Okay. All right. I like that. Let's see here. And that's coming up. That corner is coming up, but that's thick smoke. It's not particularly windy out, so that's going to be that's there. All right, Nasha, what are we doing?
I'm there. I mean, there's still a pretty fair distance off. Yeah.
We're giving it 2 to 3 city block lengths.
Yeah. Okay. There's no way I can hit them from there.
Okay. Why?
Actually,
So
wait.
skilled.
Yes, I
So
can.
skilled.
Sorry, I was thinking New York City blocks.
Yeah. No. And
I
also,
was like, that's like half a mile. Like
also they're driving. If you're shooting
An
a
arrow.
bow, they're
Yeah.
driving into your arrow. And yeah,
hell yeah.
also an arrow can absolutely go that far.
I just meant from when I'm on a bike like this.
Like a
That-
badass.
yeah, that just makes it awesome.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What have I got? Can I use shotgun? Yeah, I would be able to. Okay.
You're also going to be shooting through the smoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. I would I would give me one moment. Let me double check that. So I'm looking at my I'm checking to see what how many marksman points I have. Okay. I should be good. Yeah. I'll turn around and just try to try to fire a shot at whatever the closest target of theirs is.
Okay.
Whoever's in front.
You've seen this person get beamed with a billiard ball.
Oh, good.
You recognize their clothes.
Oh, good. Let's dye them red.
There you go. All right. You know what to roll, right?
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
No?
That was a natural one.
Oh. No. Womp womp.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-da. Da.
You're just kind of jolted by a bump in the highway, and you just lose that arrow, basically. And let's see here. You've never described that Nasha has a guard. So
Oh, she does not.
okay. So you're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Just a bad time with that bow this time.
I was. Yep.
It happened.
It bodes well.
It happens. Let's see here. Okay, and then now it's going to be Judith's turn.
So I was looking, and like, of course, I didn't do the work contingent on this, but I think I was gonna choose the driver. I was trying to think, like, there's like a bunch of things you can do to like ram your car into another car. I feel
Mhm.
like that is not the vibe. I feel like Judith would not do that.
So
I
do
will-
remember that you're driving a Hudson Hornet, which is basically a steel Nautilus shell on wheels.
Hmm.
And it's going 80 miles an hour. It's the closest you're going to get to a civilian tank.
So like not a Jetta. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Let me see, because there's like, I think we're still level 3, so there's like a stunt you can do. But I don't know. So I'm driving, and Lily hasn't gone yet. So I'm trying to think of like how to make it like the most, the easiest for people to be able to shoot from. I think I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know. Like, I think I'm just gonna keep it steady because like it's kind of hard to like think about. It's kind of, I can't shoot and drive at the same time. I feel like that might end in tragedy. So
I mean,
I'm
you
just
absolutely can. That's a thing you can do. Also, you can delay your action if you like.
that's what I think I might do.
Okay. So we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Everybody help me remember and help Judith remember that she's delaying her action.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
All right.
now, just keeping it steady.
So at this time, first of all, you guys come into that curve and bikes emerge from the smoke and one slams into slams into the concrete barrier. Bike flames. It's awesome. Dude, gonna land somewhere in the city. Doesn't matter. Yeah. We'll get a Wilhelm later on. And then the others, kind of come through the smoke, 6 more bikes and the truck, and an individual pops up from the bed of the truck and takes a pot shot at the car. Being in a vehicle adds to your AC. You're in a moving vehicle. You're going quite fast, and you're turning. So let's see if I can pull this up in time to not drag our gameplay down to a crawl. I don't think I can. So you have the person in the back, Noah. You are in the back. You're the nearest target. Technically, you're the only target they could really be shooting at. You have a +3 to your AC right now because you're in a moving vehicle that is maneuvering. Plus, it's armor, so that's actually going to add. It's not going to add to your hardness. It's going to give you that +3 AC. What is your AC now with that +3?
20.
Okay, so then a bullet skims off the roof. It doesn't even fully pierce the car. Yep, sorry. That's the thing. Doesn't even fully pierce the vehicle. Just zzz, you hear it, tung, which, really lets you know that you're in a gunfight right now. Let's see here. One of the bikers accelerates up next to you, Lou, and Nasha, and pulls out a baseball bat.
Oh my God, Simpsons motorcycle ride. What was that game? Classic Simpsons arcade. Just
Road Rash.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Old school. Lou, what's you're on a moving vehicle. You're gonna even though it's open, it's maneuvering.
Uh-huh.
And so is the other person. So you're gonna get a +2 to your AC.
Okay, 21.
All right, that's a whiff, and you hear it, cock off the concrete. It's nice, solid Louisville Slugger type. And another person peeks up from the truck bed. Uh-oh. Noah.
Yes.
Are you wearing armor right now?
Yes.
Okay. What's the hardness on that armor?
That would be 3.
Okay. How many hit points do you have right now? Or what's your max hit points?
Well, it's 6 per category. So 24 would be the max.
Okay. All right. So while you're kind of, maybe reacting to the bullet zinging off of the roof of the car, maybe kind of adjusting your position in there, you just catch basically a skimmer across your ribs for 7 HP.
Okay.
Oh, Hooper, I sent you a thing on Discord. It's a chart. It's thought you might need it.
Oh, in DM.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the AC. I found it.
Thank you. My God.
For what it's worth, I think you nailed the calculations. So
It's what being an obsessive nerd will get you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And you're the good guys. So Lily, you go next with that beautiful gun.
Yes. I will have to find a bigger one though, because actually the light machine gun is a one-handed small arms, so
I don't understand that.
because it's light.
That
But what she wants to do is, use her, weapons platform. So that will give and set it to auto, which is 5 shots, right?
mm-hmm.
And then do I have a clean shot at the front of the pickup?
Yeah, you can pick them out even though there are bikers in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so auto, yeah, it's 5 rounds is what it's going to use.
Yes.
It's gonna bring your damage die from what, a D4 up to a D6.
Yes.
So it'll be 2D6 plus your dex for damage.
Well, actually, that is +2 for the increased caliber, and it is +2 for the Midas touch. So
I love it.
So that's actually +5. All right, so she's gonna aim for the driver, see if she can get through that thing and take out the driver.
Okay. Oh, and it's not a barricade or a big shield. It's just there.
Yeah. All right. Please. That is a 21
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. So, yeah, those bullets definitely are grouping in that glass,
Yep.
right in the general vicinity of directly in front of the driver.
I'm going to use medical expertise on this shot as well for her to add 3 points of damage.
Nice.
Very good. All right, so 2d6 plus 5. That is 4. That is 8. That is 13. That is 14 points of damage.
Okay, so
Hold up.
oh,
Oh, I also got charge shot, which if the person cannot be shoved, I get another 1d6 additional damage.
okay.
And that's a kitty. That's a kitty 6. So
Nice.
that was now. Hold up.
That's
19 or
20.
20. 20.
That's 20.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mystic.
Blast. Blood on the glass. That truck starts swerving. That's what happens there.
Because
And
smoothies
then-
can't drive.
Let's see here. Yeah, it swerves to the left. You're right. How you're hanging out of the car, catches on the front tire, and it just goes roly poly, flinging 3 insufferable racist and speciest shitheads to their demise. So depending on how long you linger on the look, there 3 jars of very large jars of raspberry jelly hitting the freeway.
He's probably like yelling, "Booyah!" That's what you
Yeah.
get for shitting my friend.
Exactly.
And
Now,
Vicky.
let's see here.
You done goofed.
You done goofed up, son. Noah, it's your turn. You've been ventilated. How does that make you feel about these individuals?
It makes me feel real bad, but I'm more concerned about my own ventilation. So I am going to use Clamp the Artery. Target 1 living creature. The target is healed of any damage incurred by the last hit it received since the end of your previous turn. and it's one use of my medical kit. So I will do that on my turn as I basically like, yo, yeah, son of a. All right, better. I know how medicine works. That's how it is,
Good
right?
kid.
Yeah.
You'll kill
Just
me.
picturing that bit from Rick and Morty with the puts the pickle on his side and staples it. Ah!
Yeah, I'm assuming it's something along those lines. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Gunpowder,
I'm healing
match.
myself on my turn.
Yeah, it's like don't get blood on Vicky. Judith's gonna kill you.
There would
Yeah,
not
don't
have
do
been
that.
much.
Does Vicky have leather? Yeah, it's true. Does Vicky have leather or upholstery?
Leather, and I think it's like black to kind of avoid like she doesn't really
It'll
like
wipe off real quick.
Yeah. I've gotten
It's, like,
plenty of
Scotch
blood
guarded,
on
for
black
sure.
leather. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Wow.
Um,
Okay. I have not. That's wild. Okay. I just have it.
Levelized. It's
Just
fine.
different life experiences.
It's your turn. It's your
Okay.
turn.
So okay, so let me understand the carnage. So the truck is swerving, or has it swerved off the road? Did it hit any of the other motorcyclists?
No, they're gaining on you. This
Mm.
thing is. We're gonna go ahead and say that it exploded as well after
Cool.
because it rolled,
Mhm.
and explosions are cool
Yeah,
in
for sure.
games.
I think that leaves 6 motorcycles with
Mhm.
one next to me,
Yep. Okay.
which is also next to you, roughly.
Is it between us?
I think it would have to be on the outside of me.
Oh, dang.
Just
Okay.
to, otherwise it would have been foolish
oh,
person.
So you're in the middle. So you're in the middle, and it's on the right. It's to your right.
Left.
Left,
Okay.
this side.
So I'm not next to it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because Lou dropped back behind the car.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pick. I have these like stunts, I guess, and so what is this? This is so complicated. Your attack bonus equals that because I want to hit one of them. Well, no. You know what? I'm gonna just shoot. I'm gonna just shoot someone. I keep one hand on the right hand on the wheel, and I kind of like turn behind me to shoot with my left. I can't like not look in front, so it's like kind of it's difficult, but I like get a couple of shots off behind me.
You do have a friend in the car with you.
Oh, hey, Lily, grab the wheel for a second. And can she do that?
Yeah, sure. I don't.
Okay,
I'm not
Lily.
that DM.
Okay, not that DM. Lily, can you grab the wheel for a second? Okay, sweet. I didn't see your face. Okay, so you grab the wheel, and I kind of so I'm able to bodily turn all the way around. I just aim at the nearest motorcycle on my. I'm like looking like there's a motorcycle behind me. I aim at the nearest motorcycle on my left.
So the guy right next to Lou.
No, I feel like that's a bad idea. I was looking behind. I thought the cars are. I'm so bad with spatial stuff. I'm really sorry. So
Lou and the guy that took a swing at him are both behind you. And Lou is right behind you. The motorcycle, the other guy is to his left. So that's, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'll try to take that guy out. He's messing with Lou. How dare he? That's rude.
Right. Yes.
Okay. So I try
Very.
to shoot. Yeah, I try to shoot at the guy messing with Switchback.
Mhm.
Anyone who messes with Switchback messes with me, Judith, JJ, Juju Bean. So many other J names. Jameson. Oh yeah. Roll my dice. Ooh, That is a 12 plus. Is it Dex bonus? No, I can't remember.
Yeah. 12 plus Dex
so
plus
15.
proficiency. So 12 plus your Dex, which is 3,
15.
plus your proficiency,
Oh,
which is probably still 2, but
yeah, that sounds right. I don't have it in my thing.
so 16, no, 17.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
was.
you hit.
Ah, nice.
Go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll that
Beautiful
damage.
dream footage.
That's right.
I got a 6. Is that it? Yeah, I got a 6.
Did you roll? What are you shooting?
The high caliber light weapon. What's it called? High caliber auto loader.
Okay.
So it's a
and,
big gun.
and so what's the damage on that?
It says 1d6 piercing. So I
So-
got a 6.
So it's 2d6. So
Mine
it's because of Ultramax.
Hmm.
So you're playing on hard mode. So you got a 6. Go ahead and roll that d6 again,
Not as good, a 2.
and add your dex. So 8 plus.
2.
Yeah. Okay. I
11.
just did the math on that. You plant a slug in the guy's heart.
Oh no.
The bike keeps driving. The guy goes backwards, and then
Badass.
the bike does a thing. Lou, go ahead and just
my
give me a
God,
dex
Lou.
test real quick.
I'm sorry.
Hey, the deck save? I ain't even worried. 10.
Yeah.
Why did you say that? Oh
No,
my
you're good.
God.
I love the mental image of like this guy coming up alongside us with like a bat swinging at us, and then all of a sudden he's just not there. It's just there's still a bike driving, but there's just nobody on it. It's like he got
And-
just pick pulled off.
And with that 10, with that test, that success, basically what Lou does here is sees this guy, go for another swing, and then just and motorcycle, just a vacant bike, and Lou's just kind of
Just slightly moving away.
gently over to the side, away from, and then I should actually probably have one of the dirt bags go ahead and do a dex test as well.
I think so. Yeah, it's gotta.
They managed that. All right, so let's see here. We're now, well, that guy, no, that person won't be coming into the initiative order ever again. So there's that. Yes, any of them, actually. Any of those people. Okay. So we're now back up to another biker whips out their gat and tries to do damage and crashes horribly, trying to be awesome. And kind of a William Murder face, just face along the blacktop for a good quarter mile. So that happened. And then
Excellent.
another one. All right.
I've been listening to Highway Star this entire time, by the way.
And let's see here. I don't think that's going to hit anybody. So that's a wild shot. This one zings off the bus, which is made of much stronger steel than even Vicky. So that's fine. Now we are going to come on back to Lewis. Lou. Boo.
Boy.
So you now have 3 bikers, 4 behind you.
All right. Well, boy, I just wish I could take care of so many at once. Oh. No. No, I guess I just want to end this thing as best I can. So how close together are they? Are they close together?
They're close.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why
If
they
you're
didn't.
blowing them up, and we're gonna, and Vicky's gonna get hit by the backlash, Juju Bean is gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna
No,
help.
you're driving. You're making
We're
80.
moving.
You're fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and if you miss and hit us,
Nah.
No.
No, that couldn't be.
Unlimited power. No.
I go ahead and I I think actually, you know what? I'm going for another smoke screen, but that's just not what I pull out at the time, and I just accidentally pull out a frag grenade. Like but I don't have time to get another one, so I pull the pin, spit it out, and just let it roll behind me. Just tink tink tink.
All right. So that's going to be a dex attack. You know, you're going to do your dex plus your proficiency.
That one, unfortunately, is just a 10.
Including your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roll the
all
4.
right. That they just, you know, kind of around it. It blows up behind them. It still looks cooler than the explosions in the chase at the end of the Terminator.
Sure.
But yeah.
All right. Well, then I use my movement to maneuver back up in to be forward and left of the car now, so I'm not as close to the guns.
Okay. Good call.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And yes, having just now heard from you, it is actually no. Oh yes, it is your turn, Nash.
Yeah. Not
Yeah, I'm one below, I think. Yeah, I gotta try taking another very careful shot.
Okay.
Yeah, just at whoever's closest again. I mean, which is now presumably somebody else
Yes.
because
Because the one guy's dead. Yeah.
because the one guy is much like some of Lou's other victims is here and there and there.
Yeah.
Or I can just yeet my dice into the corner and never find it again.
And as I said, it's a 4-lane freeway. And so there's a gatekeeper in each lane now.
Okay. Yeah, just whichever one is closer to us, I guess.
Okay.
They're
They're-
about equidistant, but I mean,
So one of the center two.
yeah.
I would say probably the just before the carpool lane. Yeah.
All right. That is much better. That is 6 plus 2. Oh wait, but right, I forgot how my character works. I can roll to attack with wisdom.
You could also just straight up use magic, but
I don't have any offensive magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only have +2 to my vessel right now. I haven't leveled enough to get any spells. Because I have to buy spells because this magic system makes no goddamn sense. I like it, but at a glance, it is confusing.
Isn't that because of what I did?
Yes and no.
Okay.
If I were multi-classing, I still would have to wait for one more level.
Okay.
So I functionally if I were entirely in a spellcasting class, I would have spells by now.
Okay.
But because if I only dipped one level into it,
Mm-hmm.
which I would have so far, I still wouldn't have. So anyway, I rolled a modified 21.
Okay. That's that okay.
Yeah.
So roll for damage on that individual, please.
2d8. Where is my other obnoxious rhombus? There it is.
Ooh, good band name.
Obnoxious rhombus. Yeah, I'm a fan. That is a 10 total plus proficiency, so that's 12.
All right.
I'm also going to, because I rolled to hit, or because I hit, I'm going to use academic kill.
Oh, okay.
So that's an additional cube. So +3, so 15 total.
All right. That individual. What do we think? Where were you shooting?
I would have been aiming for either center of mass or this area.
Okay.
ish.
All right.
Like, I mean, I don't think I would have gone for a headshot because
Yeah. Yeah,
And
just one of these right there. I don't think anybody's dodging an arrow on a freeway, but yeah, okay.
if you overestimate your opponents, you'll never be surprised.
Fair. Yeah, well, they've got a really awesome new neck piercing. And they try to continue operating this vehicle badly. You might notice this person getting paler before they just dump that bike, and they kind of do a skid, and it's
This is a mechanical question because it affects what I'm able to do.
Mhm.
Did I drop them to 0 hit points?
Oh, absolutely.
Then can I magic bullet into the other guy?
You're damn right you can.
Because I still have one more marksman point.
Okay. All
I
right.
can spend this turn. That is 19 before I modify it. So
Okay. So that neck piercing was super brief because it just went right through the soft part of their important neck parts into the carpool lane where roll for damage.
And I don't have any more marksman points I can use, so it's just 2d. Fucking hell, that's a 16. Oh, no, wait, I get a proficiency bonus. That's 18.
Okay. Where no, proficiency bonus doesn't go to damage, only to hits.
Oh, right. So yeah, 16.
Still cool. Where it kind of slams through and pins this lady's arm to her midsection, which is bad. The abdominal aorta is right there. That could have been the whole story, but it's mostly that it's very distracting, and you're going 80 and she's going 80 and she's on a motorcycle and she's losing control of that in a bad way. And that's the story of those two.
And then the motorcycle stops going 80 and she keeps going 80 for a
Yeah.
brief amount of time.
Yeah. Whether she was aware of that or not, well. All right. Now it's Judith's turn. You got 2 bikers behind you. Lou is up, like, forward and to your left. So
Okay.
he's clear of everything.
Okay, and Lily's still holding onto the wheel for me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I lean back out the left window again and take
Mhm.
another shot since it worked so well last time.
Okay. And you recognize this person. They're
Before or after I shoot them?
as you're taking aim, you recognize this individual, kind of a small guy on that motorcycle. Real shitty look on his face. He seems to not like you.
Didn't know that was possible. Okay.
This is you even recognize the shitty stained wife beater and a bunch of bruising right about here. It looks like he might have tripped and met up with a steel post at some point in time.
I rolled a 19. That's before any modifications, so I'm pretty sure that'll hit. That's my combo.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and I've got 2. I rolled my d6 twice because I'm learning and paying attention. 3. 2 3s.
Plus your dex bonus.
Plus, okay, 9.
Okay. So it's a pretty decent shot, but what happens is it actually pings off of the headlight on the bike, and catches him, of all luck, in his other collarbone. But he seems to be a little bit more robust, and he's just barely hanging on. It's like he's just settling his arm on the handlebar, on the grip there, and just by main force of hate, maintaining control of this vehicle.
Okay. I get back in the car and I take the wheel back from Lily, and I concentrate on driving.
All right. That brings us to another biker who zings up around the car, around Lou, and is now in front of Lou and the car. Turns around, takes a shot. Hitting nothing. Yeah.
Dodge.
Exactly. You get a good wow, and it just goes wild of the car. And now it's Lily's turn.
All right.
Clean it up.
Who do I have a clean shot at?
Mostly the guy that Judith shot at. Because, yeah, the other bike is in front of Lou. So Lou is in between you and that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do the same as last time.
Brap, brap. All right.
All right. Okay. Okay. So that was 1 + 1 for the attack roll because it's auto. All right. Where did you go? All right. That is 13 + 5 is 18 + 1 is 19.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Medical expertise.
1,
Aim for his head.
6.
For massive damage.
That is 7 + 3 is 10 + 5 is 15.
Well, that just about rips up that entire front end of the motorcycle plus the guy riding it. And let's see here. That means the wheel collapses or the tire collapses. That means the front end collapses. That means that that driver, whose name was Shake, by the way, is now between the asphalt and his bike. And, you know, at about 70 miles an hour, that's a sad end to that asshole's story. All right. Next up is Noah. I do believe.
So there is one bike left now.
Yes.
And it is the one in front of us.
Yes. In front of Kenny, or in front of Lou, who's in front of you.
And approximately how far is that from us? And I realize things are weird because we're constantly in motion, but
Yeah. Third, a car length and a half.
okay. But I'd kind of have to shoot through.
Through or around Lou, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really want to do that with a shotgun that I'm not fantastic at, so I'm not going to do that.
All right.
So I will just kind of I will say delay until I can actually get a decent shot.
Okay. Bringing us back around. That's the end of, you know, that's pretty much it. That's going to bring us back around to Lou.
I swerve slightly out of the way,
Uh-huh.
so Noah has a clear shot.
I take my shot.
Nice.
rolled a 1.
Why did you do that, though? But why?
So, which rear view mirror would we prefer to lose?
Probably the passenger side one. I mean, that's...
I mean, this is up to the driver now.
I was on mute, so you couldn't hear the wail of despair. I guess passenger side.
Okay. That's what happens. You almost caught Lily across the gut, but that did not happen today. Just a rough time with attacks.
All right. Well, then
We need to get you a combat hammer, sir.
comment. Well, then in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and pull my revolver for my final part of my action,
Okay.
and fire off a round at that fellow.
Okay. I don't think that's how delayed action works, but all right.
Oh, does he have more to do? I apologize.
No, it's that. Yeah. Anyway, I couldn't
I would have
possibly
had-
care. I did not go to rules law school. I'm not a rules lawyer, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. What did you roll?
14.
All right. Wait.
Yeah, that's still not good enough.
No, not today. Is that including your dex and your proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have all mine counted out already.
yeah, that's a zinger. That brings us to Nasha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who the hell is left?
just the guy in front of you.
Oh, good. Do I want to? No, there's no reason for me to do that. Because that would take a lot of effort when I can just shoot him with an arrow. So yeah. How close is he in front of us?
Less than a full car length.
Huh. Okay. Oh, wait. Does that even matter? Because I have... Don't I have snapshot? Yeah, I do. Or
I mean,
I have yeah. I have snapshot.
He's not in melee range, so you don't have to worry about that kind of range issue.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just roll to hit him. Say 18 before modifiers.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Eight. Oh yeah, 8 total. I rolled 2 4s.
But you need to add your dex and your proficiency. Wait, no, you need to add your dex to your damage.
I need to add my wisdom to my damage because I'm a hunter.
Okay, that's fine.
So that is not 8. That is my brain broke. 11.
Okay.
I forgot arithmetic for a moment.
And he's put as you knock your arrow and you lean out, you see this individual holstering their gun and pulling out a chain from a compartment right here and getting ready to drop back a little bit on the, drop back so he's parallel with you. And instead he just drops back into an arrow. At which point he swerves away from you into the bus. Bike goes under the bus. Guy goes under the bus. Our guy, our combat. You win. And that is a session. Thanks to anybody who's been watching. Thanks
It was
to
like
anybody
Mad
who will
Max.
be
That was so
watching.
cool.
Have a great night.